Okay, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We are back. Today is November 21st, 2025, and if you can believe it, we're playing Rift again. My mind has been swimming with thoughts. I want to do a little bit of venting, a little bit of sharing. I want to kind of set some ground rules too for what it is we're doing here. I just look at my shiny new head. We can look at my shiny new head. I cut my hair. My beard is still growing. It's the longest I've ever had it in my entire life. There's this whole mustache thing going on here. I don't know what to do with. I can't drink from my coffee so well because then it gets all foamy at the top there. But it's just I just keep looking at myself with this beard. I'm just like, oh my god. I'm almost a full-grown man. But yeah, so I figured, I wanted to stream last night, but I wasn't able to because I was pissed. I was angry. I experienced a little bit of the rage last night. Yeah, it was a long day yesterday. I worked all day, manual labor type stuff at the warehouse. Got home from work, got the boy off the bus, who I'm just going to call we'll use his actual name from now on, Eli. Got Eli off of the bus. And what was yesterday? Yesterday was Thursday, right? Basically, I did a bunch of stuff. I was just constantly busy all day yesterday. Anyway, it gets to be about 9 o'clock, and my partner's name, we'll just call her by her name. Let's just say her name is Melissa, which it is. She ended up working pretty late last night, and by the time she got home, I was exhausted, and I was looking forward to sitting down, relaxing, and oh yeah, that's what happened yesterday. I gave Eli a shower, which is it's a whole process. He's special needs. He's got Down syndrome and autism, and depending on the mood, Melissa had asked me to shower him. So he didn't want to shower, but it was important that we did. And then he accidentally kind of threw up on himself also yesterday while he was drinking his smoothie. So I used that as the perfect opportunity to say, hey, let's get the clothes off. Let's get in the shower. Let's get it done. And we did. We went up there. I mean, we got it done. It was challenging. I accidentally got some soap in his eye. That was not good. But he was a champion about it. And then we had dinner. And anyway, suffice to say, it was a very busy day and afternoon. It gets to be, almost 9 o'clock. His bedtime's 9. I get up with him every morning. I wake up and I help him wake up, help him get dressed, cook, make his breakfast and his lunch, and get him on the bus and all that. And the kind of like deal that we have is, I do all the morning stuff, and Mel will put him to bed in the evenings. And because I'm kind of a morning guy, and I like to. Plus, I like my evenings for things like this. So. Anyway, it's 9 o'clock. She didn't get home till like 8:15 last night. She works really hard at a shelter, an animal shelter, so she was probably exhausted, and definitely exhausted. And it's Thursday. I'm exhausted. We've been grinding all week, and she asked me to. Well, she didn't ask me to put him to bed last night, but she said she was sitting in the living room and she saw me. It was like 8:45, and I was getting on to play. I was playing. I was like, we did some raid rifts last night, so I was like, I wanted to be on at 9, and I'd been relaxing with them and eating dinner with them, and it was like I scooted away from the living room like 5 minutes till 9 o'clock so I could be on for the raid rifts. And I'm logging in, and then I could just hold on. This is the side. I could feel the glare. I could feel just the fear, like the upsetness coming from that side of the room. And I turned over and I was like, what's going on? And she was like, do you think this is equal? Do you think this is fair? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I always just play dumb because I know what she means. But I don't want to get upset, and I don't want to have a fight. But yeah, she said, "Do you think this is fair?" And I lost I lost my cool. I got really upset. I was like, I was like, I said some stuff. I was like, I've been busting my hump all day, you know, and all you got to do is this one thing. It takes 15 minutes to put him to sleep. It's like and then I said some stuff. I got upset, and this is the thing. I called a buddy today and we talked about it, because I experienced so much anger. I'm not used to experiencing anger. I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that. One, I've always, in my past, I was always on drugs, and when I got sober, I always found something to move my attention, and I never really had like responsible relationships with people either. So I never really put myself in a position to actually care so much to feel emotions like energy or like anger. But as I've gotten more sober and been more sober, and as the nicotine in the vape has been removed from my life, these emotions are pretty pertinent now. And yeah, last night it was like, I said the first thing I wanted to say, and then she continued to, she had something to say about that, and then I said the second thing I had to say, and at that point I realized like the anger I was experiencing inside me was so much that it frightened me, and I just completely was just like, I can't actually continue this line of thought or this conversation because I just don't trust myself, and I haven't had that experience before with anger, of feeling like I couldn't trust that I would say something I'd regret, and also like the other thing too is like I don't want to elevate the emotional state in an environment when there's a child in the environment as well. So anyway, all this stuff is going on in my body and in my heart and in my mind, and I just focused on the raid rift, focused on the game while my insides were like boiling, and nothing bad happened or anything, but it was very intense internally for me. And so I called a buddy today and we talked through it, and I was just trying to figure out like what was I so angry about, like, and was it justified? And one of the things I learned in sobriety is like a lot of times the way I feel like there's areas of my being that I'm falling short on, or I'm not, like, there's something about me that is part of this equation. And I don't know if that's the case for this circumstance. And I used to always operate along the line of it always has to do with me. It's never anybody else's problem. But this one feels like more, it's like learning how to live with emotions, live with other people, and have a point of view and a boundary and an understanding of what is reasonable, and then standing in that truth. I've always avoided everything. I've always tried to find ways, I don't want other people to feel bad. I've done like apologies, and I've made amends for things that I didn't do wrong. Like I don't want to ruffle the feathers or rock the boat. I just, I want everyone to be okay, to the point to where learning how to stand in my own experience and in my own point of view has been, in real life, has been a learning experience. Like I can do it on the podcast. I can do it on my music. I can do it, whenever I'm like in my own world, creating my own space, like I can really be in my own truth. But doing it in actuality has been a learning experience for me. So that's kind of what he helped me realize this afternoon on the phone. He was like, listen, it's okay to be upset, and you did the right thing by not continuing the conversation. And a lot of times that's all you can really do, is like, more will be revealed type situation. Just get through the next day. And I was like, well, get to the next moment. So yeah, it was helpful. I definitely feel cool now and calm now. We haven't really talked about it yet. She's still working. And I'm sure we'll talk about it later. but I'm not upset. I'm not mad at her or anything. I'm not mad at myself. I think I just experienced frustration, and I think we were both tired. And sometimes it's tough. Both of us work full time, and both of us are raising a child. But yeah, so I mean, you know, and I wanted to share that because I think what I want to do with this stream is like I've been practicing is I want to open it up. I don't see the chat right now, so if anybody's saying anything, I can't see it. I want to start with opening when I open my streams, just kind of sharing what's going on and in my own life and my own experience, and then moving into like the actual fun. I think the actual fun of gaming and connecting with people. But yeah, so I don't know how long I'll be able to stream tonight. It will end when Melissa gets home. I don't know when she'll be home. It's 6:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Eli's been fed. This is the other thing too. Eli's like right there next to me, and if I need to step away, I will step away. So that's another thing I have to, you know, I don't have as much time as I would like anymore. So when I do this stream or when I do these things, I've got to make sure that his needs and the needs of the house take precedent over what I'm doing for my own creative endeavors. And I spent the last hour and a half basically cleaning and doing all the chores and all the things I could possibly do to get everything squared away to where we can relax. That's how that's kind of the intention I'd like to keep moving forward is, you know, I'm kind of saying it out loud for myself, but like, you know, it's okay to step away. It's okay. And that's what'll happen. Like if Eli needs something, or if I need to do something, I'll just step away. I'm not going to like shut the stream down or anything like that. I think it'll be cool to still play music and still play just like I would be doing anything else. No, I mean, not much else really. Had a good day at work today. Got a lot done. In regards to like my manual labor I needed to complete, and then the operations and plans and all that stuff worked out well today. Zaid, I got caught up on Zaid's stream, and he was talking about doing a solo self-found guild that it's like what's it called? It's called Mandalorian Guild, where he's going to set up bounties like rare targets on EverQuest, classic EverQuest basically. Solo self-found, hardcore, classic EverQuest, and he makes targets, a list of targets for bounty points, and everyone's trying to kill the different targets around Norath, and that sounds awesome. Like if he starts that up, and he was talking about it today, we're definitely gonna do that. That'll be really fun. And then Rift, you know, this game that we're playing, I see. I think I'll pull up the chat now because I just saw something come in from Mimio. Is that what that says? Yeah, we'll keep doing this one because I want to do raids and see what this game's like at endgame. This is Rift, mmorpg from 2011. And yeah, it's kind of like I'll start playing in a second. It's kind of like a love child between classic WoW and Warhammer Online Age of Reckoning. And it's just there's been like a resurgence, like there's an event that we're doing where it was started a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago, just a community event where we all re-rolled characters, and it's been picking up steam. I think we had like 100 guild mates online this afternoon, over 100. So that's really exciting. We'll keep doing this. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I watched a YouTube video about Aeon 2. Apparently it's not doing too good right now. It's apparently the developers lied about there being no pay to win, and apparently it's riddled with pay to win, and it plays like a mobile game. So I will not be checking out Aeon 2. I will be avoiding that one. So without further ado, this is where I'll cut. I'm gonna be putting the opening monologues on YouTube, and then the stream, I'll just let it be what it is. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, stay excellent.